Hello friends, my name is Achal and welcome to the channel Code Gear. In this video, you will have a brief about RecyclerView. So first, to start with the RecyclerView, we have to create a project in Android Studio. You can give any name to your Android application. So I will name my application as my RecyclerView. Press next and choose the minimum SDK from this drop down. So I'm choosing 18. Press next and finish. We have to wait until the Android builds our project. So here our project started and the Gradle is still building. The Android Studio give us two files open. First the XML in which we would design our application, and second one is Java file in which we will code. So as we know, in this tutorial we will focus on RecyclerView. So to hands on it, first we have to click on File, Project Structure. We have to select App from the App module and click Dependency. So first we want to add dependency for the same like RecyclerView. You can type the RecyclerView in the search box or you can search over in the panel. Click over it and select it. After selection, the dependency will appear in this and press OK. For time being, the Android Studio will build our project and scan all the dependency, whatever we have included in dependencies. Yes, our project has built successfully. This is the view of our Android application XML part. Okay, we can work on constant layout, but for the basic implementation, I'm taking a linear layout as a parent layout in my XML orientation. I will be adding a RecyclerView component here, taking width as match parent, height also as match parent. Saving it. Okay. As we all know, in Android Studio, the ID plays a very important part to access that component. So we are giving the ID from this RecyclerView. I would name it as my RecyclerView. Here it is. Okay. After adding the component RecyclerView in our XML path and given the ID over it, we would be able to see a RecyclerView in the design component. After this, we would be we would be adding a personalized layout. So by that, we would right click, then new, and click over layout resource file. In this, we will be making a single design item for a RecyclerView. So I will name it as recycler item. Okay. Here is the item displayed. So I would change the parent layout first. Okay, here you can change the orientation according to your requirements. So I'm specifying vertical here. this, I'm adding one image view and making the width of that image view a particular dp, like I'm adding 60 dp over it and giving height as 60 dp again. Friends, I'm having some photographs with me, some images. So I'm going to add these images in my Android project. So first we will copy these images, then move to our Android project and paste it over drawable folder. So here's the paste option and choose drawable V24. Select OK. And after this operation, we would be able to see the images in our drawable folder. You can see by adding an image in the src attribute of image view by drawable Facebook. So this is the image view will look like. After this, I'm going to add a text view to display some text over it, and I would be giving wrap content to the width and wrap content to the height as well. I'm giving text size to be specified as 20 sp. sp is specified specifically for the text purpose, and text which I'm going to enter as a display text to only be visible here as a design view, I'm adding Facebook. So this is the design looks like. I'm changing the design to be horizontal so it looks a bit good. I'm adding a margin over it of around 5 dp and a layout gravity also. Taking an initial margin of the whole layout to be 5 dp approx. As you can see, we are making only one element and one element can't be of full screen. So we must specify the height of this element to be a wrap content so it will look good. You can see we are having an image in leftmost and then the name of that social media in front of the image. The design of one item will look like this. After all this, whenever we are done with these stuff, now we would make an adapter class. A single item to be appear multiple times, so we have to implement the adapter. So here by clicking on this package, new and Java class, we would create an adapter. So for that, I'm naming my adapter as a recycler adapter. I'm pressing OK. By this, I'm getting a class but nothing in it. So firstly, we have to extend this class by RecyclerView. RecyclerView, because we are working on RecyclerView and we have to make our adapter class to follow a RecyclerView adapter. So that's why a RecyclerView dot adapter. So here you can see in Angular braces we have to give a view holder. So by clicking on this adapter, we have to specify the Angular brackets and this inside this our RecyclerView adapter dot view holder. In here we can see that we are facing some errors. So let's find out what these errors meant to. So by clicking on this, it is saying that make recycler adapter abstract or implement the methods of the RecyclerView adapter which we have extended. So click on implement methods. Here it is. So what is view holder? Now a view holder is a class which we have to make. So by making public class view holder. So here the errors are being resolved, but still it is prompting that we should extract out something out of this. So make view holder extends this. So we have to extend the view holder class by RecyclerView view holder. In this we have to create a constructor matching super. So here we got a view holder constructor. Here whatever the items we have mentioned in this layout, we will be inheriting them in our adapter class. So here we can mention we have taken an image view and we will make an object of the same and a text view and object of the same. So now in here we would find their IDs. So we will basically declare these objects here in the class by item view dot find view by ID. So here we can find it by r dot id dot, so the image views ID. So here by moving on to this image view, we can see that I have not specified any ID here. So first let's create the ID first. So I'll name it as my image view, and in here the ID will be my text view. So both the IDs are being declared, so we can call in by here my image view, and the text view object is equals to item view dot find the view by ID r dot id dot specifying the text view's ID. So here it is. We have given and initialized both the variables here. Now, as we want to display this particular item multiple times in our final application, so we want to create a list. Make sure that we should create a list here. So for that we have to write like list, and see it is prompting us to give something in the angular brackets, so extending that, and we have to specify something in here and creating the object of the list. That's all. So what should we come in here in the angular braces? So whatever the list we have to show in the item, we must allot a class here. So Java class, as we want to display some social media's list and images in our application, so we will name this class as social media. Okay, then pressing the final OK button. Here in this, as we want to display one image as well as the name of the corresponding social media image, so we have to write like string, the social media name, okay, and the other thing is int social media image. So you can see I am taking an integer for social media image because the image is going to store the ID that is in the integer form. That's why I am taking integer for the image and string for the name of the image. So for this, now let's right click on this page and create on generate. After generating, you will able to see that you will get getter and setter. So we want to generate getter and setter methods in this class for social media and social media image, and select getter and setter and select both of them. Finally OK. So we'll able to see that we have now with us the get name method, set name method, get image method and set image method for both. So this class is done for now. So in here we have to pass a class name, that social media class name. So the error has been solved. Now to initialize this list in something to something, so we have to generate a constructor in this class. So by clicking on generate and constructor, you can see that you want to we in here want to generate a constructor in which we will list we will give some value to our list. Press OK and you can see that list is been assigned to the list passing here in the constructor. So now as you can see that we have a method of RecyclerView view holder to create a view holder and it returns something to us. So now for that, as we have made an external layout for displaying this list repeatedly, so that's why we will add a view object here. So view equals to layout inflator. As we want our view to be inflated or being used in this recycler view, so that's why we are taking layout inflator dot from. So we have to pass a context here, in which context we are referring this layout. So layout inflator from dot inflat. So we have to inflat something, this. So here in from you have to pass this parent object. So parent dot get context. So the context we are getting from the parent object from the view group. So what we have to inflat in here are this XML file r dot. So we are referring to a layout, that's why layout dot our item XML value, that is XML file name, this is recycler item. So we have to select recycler item here, this followed by parent, that is view group in which we have to inflat this, and false. So we are attaching some value to root, attached to root. So we are specifying that do not attach any root to it. So finally we would return something from in this method as it says that missing return statement. So we have to return something from this method. So by adding return new view holder, and we have to pass a view in here. So we are passing view object we have specified here. Okay, so we have specified our layout to be passed in this parent layout, and finally we are returning the view to the application. On bind view holder in this method, we have to specify social media. This is our social media file, so we have to specify some things related to this class in our adapter class. So here we would say like social media, and we have to make an object of that social media class. Our list dot get, and we have to pass an integer value in this. So what the integer value should we pass in it? Here we are getting a position with us, so we would pass position parameter in here in the get method. Okay, so you can see that we have holder object here. So by using holder object, you can say that holder dot text view that we have specified here, text view dot set text. What text to be set in that text view is particularly a text which we want to display, that is the social media name. So we'll write media dot get name, get social media name method, and holder dot image view to be set as set image resources, and media, that is our social media object. So we are taking get social media image method. So what we have done in this method, we are binding our view holder from or through this social media class. So we have made a social media classes object, that is media. We are getting the position of every item, that whenever we want multiple items in this list, so here is the first item, second item, third item, followed by next item. So we have to pass the position. So we are getting the position in here. Now from this line we are extracting the social media name in this text view, from this text view, and social media image to this image view. So we are setting the name of the social media, that is Facebook, to the text view, Facebook's logo to this image view. Finally we came to the int to get item count methods. So what we specify here? Here we give the length of our list. Here you can see we have to return something. So what we have to return? The same thing, that is the size or the length of our list. So what is our list name? That is list. So here we will specify list dot what? Size. Finally, adapter class is completed here. So we have to make a call to this adapter class to extend all its feature to make our application. Okay, then we are done with our layout, done with our adapter class, done with our social media class. So finally, we have came back to our activity main.xml. We have implemented a recycler view component here. So close it as well. So right here, make a recycler view object. So recycler view, an object of a recycler view. In this method on create, we specify whatever we have to initialize. So we are initializing that recycler view equals find view, the view which are passing that recycler view. So we are taking in here with our dot id dot recycler view. So we have specified a recycler view with the id of my recycler view. Done with initialization of recycler view. Friends, we have to make some arrays also, like a string array for the names of social media and an integer array for the image of social media. So string array, and we have to specify the array name, and I'm giving it as names like Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, Instagram, okay. So at the end we are creating an integer array for the image. So I'm naming it as image r dot. We have images in our drawable folder, so that's why we are selecting drawable from here. Drawable dot. So we have to specify the image according to the name we have specified. In order we have specified the names. So here we have first have to call Facebook, then drawable dot Twitter, dot drawable dot Google Plus, r dot drawable dot Instagram, and same repeated task for LinkedIn as well. So we are done with our array declaration of names and images. So don't worry friends, if you are not able to get these images, I will surely put them in page, and I will give you the link for all these images. You can download the images from that link. And friends, we are back to our function, that is on create. So in here we are making a list, again a specific list, not a generic one. So specifically a social media list. Okay, specifying the name of the same again. So what is this list kind? It is an array list. Done with this. So for allotting the names, these names and these images to our media list, we have to follow some loop. You can use while loop, for loop, whatever you wish to. I'm here using for loop. Okay, I is always less than our names array dot length. So, I will iterate till the names dot length, and I plus plus to increment it every time. So here creating social media object, social media equals new social media. Okay, so social media dot, we are setting the values from here. So set the social media name to be names I, social media dot set social media images to be images of I, of a particular index. From this, the social media names and images will be set to our social media object, so which we have created a setter and getter methods. So we are using in here the set methods. And finally, without any delay, we have to add this media. So media dot add. So what we have to add are this social media object here. Social media. Done with adding. So here we are adding the names and the images to this object, and here we are adding this object to this list. So after all these stuff, we have to make a linear layout manager. We have to implement linear layout manager. So linear layout manager equals new linear layout manager. RecyclerView dot set layout manager to manager. RecyclerView dot, we have to set has fixed size to true. RecyclerView dot, finally setting the adapter which we have made, that is new, our recycler adapter class, that is recycler adapter, and passing our list here. So whatever the list we have made, that is media, as you can see that it is giving us some prompt, cannot resolve the constructor, so we have to pass this here. So finally what left is just implementing our application. So tap on the run, select your deployment target, that is your phone or any virtual device, click find OK, and check the output of our application. Guys, if you have any kind of problem, you can add your problems, any kind of suggestions in the comment box, and please do like this video if you really liked it, and do subscribe our channel Code Gear. So here comes the output. So you can see we are having multiple items here specified, the image and corresponding to the name of the social media. The recycler view is completed. Thank you all for watching this video, and please do like the video, subscribe for the channel, and give any comments you wish to. Thank you so much.